Republican lawmakers in Washington, D.C. understand that this coming November's midterms are not going to be kind to their party. In fact, they're standing to basically lose not just the House, but possibly even the Senate at this point. And that would be a truly remarkable turnaround for the Democratic Party. So Republicans see it coming. They know it's going to happen. So what are they doing? Nothing. The answer is they're just panicking about the fact that they're doing nothing. So they know what the consequences are going to be. They know what the problem is, and they're doing nothing about it except for panicking that they're not doing anything about the consequences that they see coming. Makes total sense, right? I mean, that's about as useless as the Republican Party is, so it's not surprising at all. But here is what Republican Senator John Kennedy said in a recent interview with The Hill. We're not going to win the midterm by going to the American people and saying, look, we passed 11 out of 12 appropriations bills and we confirmed all of President Trump's nominees. That's not what, when moms and dads lie down to sleep at night and can't, that's not what they're worried about. They're worried about the cost of living. In their minds, they're tired of selling blood plasma to go grocery shopping. Which, by the way, is a thing that's happening, and I'll be talking about that a little bit later today. I still think that what we ought to be doing is true reconciliation. I really think that's what we ought to be focused on right now. I just want to do something. Doing nothing is very hard. I can cite your statistics about inflation and GDP growth and macroeconomics and microeconomics and how many economists can dance on the head of a pin. I can do all that. But what you're basically arguing to people is don't believe your own lying checkbooks. It's their checkbooks. They're looking at it. They don't like what they see. So you've got to deal with it. That's how you win elections, and we're not doing any of that. No. Yeah. But at the same time, buddy, what are you going to do? Call your congressperson and tell them to do something? No. You're a U.S. senator, John. You can do things. Like, for real, what legislation have you sponsored, Senator Kennedy, to make the lives of the people in your state or literally anywhere in the country better? What have you done? You're like, we collectively are not doing anything, but you personally are also not doing anything. You run your campaigns on culture war issues. Most people know who you are because you're the redneck that put out the video that said, if you hate the cops so much, next time you're in trouble, call a crackhead. Remember that? Like leaning into the culture war, defund the police thing? Instead of running on real issues. And now you're complaining about nobody doing anything about the issues. But don't worry, folks, he's not the only one. Republican Senator Tommy Tuberville, who wants to be the next governor of Alabama, said this. Are we doing enough? We're not doing anything. Everybody's working on getting elected. But you're doing the same thing, buddy. Like, you're not doing anything. You're just like, I need to get elected again to a different office in a different area. I want to run the state of Alabama. As if it could be run any worse than it already is, but I'm sure you'd give Kay Ivey a run for her money. But do you guys see the irony of the people in power? Literally with supermajorities, okay? I mean, I know it's slim majorities, but still, they control every branch of government. They can do anything they want to do. And they're sitting there complaining that we're not doing anything. There is nothing holding these Republicans back. If they want to pass a piece of legislation, they can do it. If they wanted to help people with their pocketbook issues, they would be doing it. But they're lazy. They don't know how to govern. They would rather sit there and bitch and whine and moan about not doing anything and then go back to their constituents and say, please re-elect me. I hope everybody out there that votes Republicans or is a registered Republican or is an independent that leans conservative, I hope y'all are paying attention to this. The idiots who have the power to help you are literally whining about not doing anything to help you, even though there's literally nothing stopping them. And if you think that's going to change if they get reelected this time, then you might just be too dumb to even cast a ballot. Scientists recently discovered a new evolutionary trait in puppies. And it's that they cannot grow up and reach their full potential unless you subscribe to this channel. Don't do it for me, folks. Do it for little Atlas and Judge here. Good boys. You do good. You want to say something? No? Okay.